The moment you look at the Toyota Raize GR Sport 2027, you instantly realize this is not the same small SUV people used to underestimate. And honestly, that's exactly why this car is becoming one of the most talked about compact crossovers right now. Because Toyota didn't just refresh the Raize, they completely changed its personality. The design is sharper, the stance is more aggressive, and for the first time, this little SUV genuinely feels like it wants to punch above its weight. But here's the real question. Is the new Raize GR Sport actually worth buying in 2027? Or is it just another sporty-looking package hiding an economy car underneath? Because after spending time looking into this thing, there are a few surprises nobody expected, especially when we get to the interior and fuel economy later in the video, and trust me, the numbers on this car tell a very different story than the way it looks now. Picture this for a second. You're driving through a crowded city at night, neon reflections bouncing off the bodywork, slim LED lights cutting through traffic, compact enough to slip through tight streets, but aggressive enough that people actually turn and look at it. That's the vibe Toyota's chasing here. The 2027 Raize GR Sport feels designed for younger drivers who want something sporty without paying premium SUV money. The front end is probably the biggest transformation. That massive black honeycomb grille, sharper bumper lines, redesigned LED DRLs, and those GR Sport accents completely change the road presence. From certain angles, it almost looks like a mini performance SUV inspired by bigger Toyota GR models. And honestly, that's smart marketing from Toyota, because buyers today want emotion first. Specifications come second. But here's where things get interesting. The Raize still sits in the affordable compact SUV category, which means Toyota had to balance style, practicality, efficiency, and price all at the same time. And usually when companies try to do everything, something feels compromised. So, did Toyota actually pull it off surprisingly? Mostly yes. The side profile keeps that compact urban SUV shape, but the GR wheels and black roof combination added premium sporty touch the older model lacked. It feels youthful without trying too hard. And unlike some crossovers that add fake vents and unnecessary design clutter, the Raize GR Sport stays relatively clean. That makes it look more mature. Now, the rear design might actually be my favorite part. The connected taillight styling, aggressive rear bumper, subtle roof spoiler, and wider visual stance make the SUV feel more expansive than it probably should at this price point. And that's important because perception matters in this segment. People don't just want transportation anymore, they want personality. But the exterior is only half the story. Because once you step inside, that's where Toyota had the biggest challenge. Compact, affordable SUVs usually struggle with interiors, cheap plastics, tiny screens, seats, weird layouts. You know the feeling. But the 2027 Raize GR Sport actually feels surprisingly modern the moment you enter the cabin. The dashboard design is cleaner, the digital display looks sharper, and the red GR stitching instantly gives the interior more energy. And yes, there are still hard plastics. This is not a luxury SUV, Toyota knows that, but the way they've layered textures and materials makes the cabin feel far less cheap than many competitors in this category. The seats deserve attention too, because this is one area where small SUVs often disappoint during daily driving. But Toyota focused heavily on comfort here. The GR Sport seats feel more supportive, especially around the shoulders and lower back. And for city commutes or longer highway drives, that genuinely matters more than flashy gimmicks. Now, remember earlier when I mentioned the numbers tell a different story than the design? Here's what I mean. Under the hood, the Raize GR Sport is still expected to focus heavily on efficiency, rather than outright speed. Depending on the market, Toyota could offer updated turbocharged small displacement engines paired with a CVT transmission optimized for urban driving. So if you're expecting hot hatch levels of performance because of the GR badge, slow down a little. This is not a full GR performance car, and honestly, Toyota never intended it to be. The GR Sport badge here is more about sporty styling, sharper suspension tuning, better steering feel, and a more engaging driving experience. Overall, think of it as giving the Raize more attitude rather than transforming it into a race car. But, honestly, that's probably the right decision. Because the real strength of the Raize has always been usability. It's compact enough for crowded cities, efficient enough for rising fuel prices, practical enough for daily family use, and now stylish enough that owners can actually feel proud driving it. And fuel economy could become one of the biggest selling points. Early expectations suggest impressive efficiency figures that could make this one of the smartest daily driver SUVs in its class. In 2027, with fuel costs still affecting buyers globally, that matters more than ever. Now here's the curiosity loop we opened earlier. Where does the Raize actually struggle? Well, there are a few honest drawbacks you need to know. First, rear passenger space is decent but not class-leading. Taller passengers may still feel slightly cramped during long trips. Second, while the infotainment system looks modern, Toyota software sometimes lags behind competitors in terms of animations and responsiveness. And third, Enthusiasts expecting serious GR performance might feel disappointed once they realize this is still primarily an economy-focused crossover underneath. But honestly, none of those issues completely ruin the package, because Toyota understands exactly who this car is for. This isn't built for hardcore driving enthusiasts. It's built for young professionals, small families, first-time SUV buyers, and city drivers who want maximum style with minimum ownership stress. And when you look at the Raize through that lens, it suddenly makes a lot more sense. Now let's talk competitors, because this category is getting brutal in 2027. The Raize GR Sport goes directly against vehicles like the Kia Sonet, Hyundai Venue, Honda WR-V, Nissan Magnite, and even some Chinese crossovers offering aggressive pricing and giant screens. And honestly, some rivals may offer more features on paper, but Toyota still holds one massive advantage. Trust people know Toyota reliability. They know resale value. They know maintenance costs usually stay manageable long-term, and in uncertain economic times, that matters a lot more than flashy marketing features people stop caring about after 2 weeks. And that's probably why the Raize GR Sport could end up becoming one of Toyota's smartest products this year, because it gives buyers emotional design without emotional ownership problems. That combination is incredibly powerful. Now imagine owning this thing for 3 or 4 years. Easy parking, great fuel economy, modern styling that still looks fresh, lower running costs compared to larger SUVs. That ownership experience is where the Raize starts becoming really attractive. Would I call it perfect? No. Would I call it exciting? Not in the traditional performance car sense, but would I understand why so many people might choose this over more expansive SUVs? Absolutely. Because not every vehicle needs massive horsepower to feel desirable. Sometimes smart design, practicality, efficiency, and reliability create a better real-world package than raw performance ever could. And honestly, that might be the biggest lesson from the Toyota Raize GR Sport 2027. It knows exactly what it wants to be. A stylish urban SUV that delivers confidence, practicality, and just enough sportiness to make daily driving feel special. And in today's market, that's probably smarter than chasing fake performance numbers. But now I want to hear your opinion. Would you actually buy the Toyota Raize GR Sport 2027 over rivals like the Kia Sonet or Hyundai Venue? Or do you think Toyota still needed to make it more powerful to truly deserve the GR badge? Drop your thoughts in the comments, because this debate is going to get interesting. And if you enjoyed this review, make sure you subscribe and turn on notifications, because the next video might surprise a lot of SUV fans, especially when we reveal the upcoming compact performance crossover that could completely change this segment forever.